friends, my name is Dalit Soni and I welcome you all in this new episode of News on Map India segment. In today's episode, we will be discussing few locations which has been in news in the past week. Otherwise also they can be important for your prelims examination. So let's start. We will be looking at these news articles in the form of MCQs so that it will be easy for you to understand them. Okay. So let's start. Let's see the practice question which was given to you in the last class. In which of the following places Sindri fertilizer plant is located, which was recently inaugurated by PM Narendra Modi? Okay, options are Jharkhand, Bihar, Karnataka and Gujarat. So basically here they are talking about Sindri fertilizer plant. So basically it was in news because recently PM has inaugurated this particular plant, and the thing is now government is trying to revive all the old plants which has been dormant for a while, and they are trying to revive it so that that can be financially viable. Okay. So here you can see Sindri fertilizer plant at Sindri, that is Dhanbad in Jharkhand. So this is Jharkhand and it is in Jharkhand. So option A would be a right answer, but here you can see the news. The Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi dedicated the nation Hindustan Urvarak and Rasayan Limited HURL Sindri fertilizer plant at Sindri, Dhanbad, Jharkhand. Today, the Prime Minister had laid foundation of this particular fertilizer plant in 2018. So the foundation of the plant was laid in 2018, and after nearly 6 years now we have inaugurated this particular plant. Okay. So moving to the question, here you can see option A would be your right answer. Okay. So let's start with the today's question number 1. That is, consider the following statement. Statement 1 is nearly 90% of the Bengaluru's lake are on the verge of extinction. Second statement is India was one of the first signatory to the world's convention on water bodies and conservation. Okay. So they are saying that India is a first signatory, one of the first signatory of first world convention on water bodies and conservation. How many of the statements are given which are correct? Okay. So you have to choose the correct statement. Now when we are talking about these two statements, which are basically you can say static statements, there is nothing much about the location, but again we will be seeing it. But yeah, here I would like to tell you one thing is that recently Bangalore has been in news because Bengaluru water crisis is there, because recently it was seen that the lakes over there are now being, you can say, water scarce, or you can say Bangalore is facing a water scarcity, because recently these reports are saying that monsoon in 2023 did not perform well, and because of which there is a water scarcity. Otherwise also, if we look at the area of Bangalore or the topography of Bangalore, earlier there used to be many lakes in the city. This city used to have a drainage, or you can say it is in the Kaveri basin. There are various lesser known tributaries of Kaveri which are flowing through the city, and there were various smaller lakes as well. Okay. So earlier it was not used to be that water scarce, but slowly you can see that there was a rapid unplanned urbanization. Okay. So because of the rapid unplanned urbanization, the water requirement has increased. Other than that also, this urbanization has actually claimed the lake areas. Okay. So because of which the area where water used to store got extinct, and that is why Bangalore is now facing a water crisis. Earlier there was this place called Mathikeri. Okay. Mathikeri, with the name itself, this Keri word is used for lakes in Kannada. Okay. So if we talk about this particular area Mathikeri, right now it is a residential area in the Bangalore. Okay. So there is a smaller part which is lake, but the expanse of the lake has shrunken, you can say in a large manner. Okay. So because of which Bangalore is facing this particular issue of water scarcity, and that is why it was in news. So here you can see this is the Bangalore, and here these are some smaller drainage. Here you can see these are all smaller rivers. Other than that also you can see this water bodies are here, small water bodies are there in the Bangalore. Okay. When we are talking about the river basin, here you can see that larger Kaveri river basin. Okay. Bangalore is situated between two rivers. Okay. And it is in the Kaveri basin, and these rivers among which this Bangalore is situated, they are basically tributaries of Kaveri. Okay. You don't have to remember the name of these rivers, but just know that there are many water bodies in the Bangalore, and now Bangalore is basically facing a water crisis. Okay. Now the convention they talked about was actually Ramsar Convention. When we are talking about this question here, we have discussed this, that what India was one of the first signatory of the first world convention on the water bodies and conservation. So basically this particular convention itself is the Ramsar Convention, and now you must be aware of the Ramsar Convention. Ramsar Convention is on the wetlands and the other water bodies for the conservation of that. Okay, so here you can see this is the Ramsar Convention. The importance of the wetlands. Wetlands are vital for the human survival. They are among the world's most productive environments, cradle of biological diversity, and that provide water and productivity upon which countless species of plant and animals depends for survival. Other than that, if we see, these wetlands are basically you can say indicators of that ecology of that particular area. So that is why wetland are quite important for us, and for that wetlands we have this Ramsar Convention. Okay, now coming to the question, you can see that 90% of the Bangalore's lakes are on the verge of extinction. This is correct. Second statement, India was one of the first signatory to the first World Convention of Water Bodies and Conservation. That is also correct. So you can say that option C would be your right answer. Both statements 1 and 2 are correct. Now moving further, question number 2. Okay, regarding Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve, consider the following statements. There are 4 statements given. Let's see. It is spread across or over 3 districts of Uttarakhand, that is Pauri, Nainital and Almora. We will see on the map. It is located between Shivalik Himalayas and Terai region. Statement 3 is it is one of the richest bird regions of the country and has been declared as important bird area IBA by BirdLife International. Okay. Now Ramganga, Sona Nadi and Kosi are the major rivers flowing through the reserve. So basically, when we are talking about the Corbett Tiger Reserve, it was in news because recently court has put a stay on tiger safari project here. There was this safari project, and because of this particular project, to make the arrangement for the project, there were huge number of plantation which has to be deforested from that particular area, and that is why environmentalist has put forward their concerns, and court has put a stay on this particular project, and because of which Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve has been in. Okay, otherwise also Jim Corbett is quite important for us. It has been asked by UPSC again and again. Okay, so now coming to the question, it was how many of the given statements are correct. Okay, so let's see the location of the Jim Corbett. Here you can see this is the expanse of Jim Corbett. Okay, so they have talked about 3 rivers. Here you can see this is Ramganga. Basically this river here is this Ramganga, then this river here is Sona Nadi. Okay, other than that there is third river, that is Kosi. Here you can see this is Kosi river. Okay, so we can say that in the expanse of Jim Corbett we have these 3 rivers. First thing. Second thing is they are talking about the districts. So here you can see this is the Corbett, and then in vicinity you can see this is Pauri, Almora and Nainital. Okay, so that statement is also correct. Now here you can see they are talking about the Shivaliks and the Terai region. This belt here you are seeing, this is basically your Shivaliks. Okay, and when we are talking about this Terai region, you know that on the foothills of the Shivalik or the foothills of the Himalayas, we know that there is this Terai region, basically this part of Uttarakhand, Himachal and the Nepal area. Okay, so you must have heard about this community, that is Madheshi. This Madheshi community is basically found in Nepal, and these are having a cultural affinity with India, and these people are living in this Terai region. And now these Terai regions are quite fertile in nature, that is why it becomes important for the agriculture. Okay, so this Jim Corbett is located in the Terai and Shivalik. Okay, now coming to the question, it is spread across the 3 districts of Uttarakhand, that is Pauri, Nainital and Almora. This statement is correct, we have seen. It is located between Shivalik Himalayas and the Terai region. This statement is also correct. It is one of the richest bird region of the country and has been declared important bird area by BirdLife International. This is a factual statement, and I am telling you that this is correct. So trust me. Ramganga, Sona Nadi and Kosi are the major rivers flowing through the reserves. We have seen. So this statement is also correct. We have to choose the correct statement. So option D would be our right answer. Okay. Now question number 3. Recently, Sakhya Sagar in the news, consider the following statement. Okay, so Sakhya Sagar was in news because of this invasive species. You must have heard the name, that is water hyacinth. Okay, so basically this is an invasive species. Invasive species are those you can say that they do not belong there, they are not native to that particular area, but when they come there, they invade there, and because of their capacity to extract more nutrients, their expanse actually increases. Okay, so that is why they are called invasive species, and because of these invasive species, other plant growth or the native plant growth stop over there. Okay, so kind of they are thriving on the nutrients or the at the cost of the local species. Okay, so because of this particular species, this particular place was in news, that is Sakhya Sagar. It was in news. Consider the following statement. It is natural lake situated in Madhya Pradesh. Statement 2, it is a wetland site designated internationally important by the UNESCO. Statement 3 is the lake helps in maintaining the ecological balance in of the Madhav National Park. Okay, so now let's see. Here they are asking you how many of the statements are correct. Okay, so let's see. This is Sakhya Sagar lake. Here it is an artificial lake. Okay, in the question they have said that it is a natural lake, but it is not. Okay, it is an artificial lake. Okay, so next statement, next map we can see. So this is the expanse of Sakhya Sagar. Okay, it is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and here you can see there is this Madhav National Park area. Okay, and it is in the vicinity of that. You can say you can consider it as a reservoir. Okay, so all the requirements or the ecological requirements of this particular area or the national park is being taken care of by this particular lake, that is Sakhya Lake. Okay, so Madhav National Park, it is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and in the vicinity of that we have this Sakhya Sagar lake. Okay, now coming to the question again. It is a natural lake. As I told you, this is an artificial lake and not natural lake. Okay, it is a wetland site designated as internationally important by UNESCO. This is correct. It helps in maintaining the ecological balance at the Madhav National Park. So this is also correct. We have to choose the correct statement. So only 2 would be correct. That is B. Okay. Now moving forward, question number. In which of the following state India's first center for research on conserving the endangered Gangetic dolphin or Gangetic river dolphin, National Dolphin Research Center NDRC was inaugurated recently? Options are Bihar, Assam, Madhya Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Okay, now let's see about dolphin. There are few important facts. Okay, so when we are talking about this research center, it was inaugurated in Bihar. Okay, so that is one thing. Other than that, also there is this Vikramshila sanctuary, dolphin sanctuary, that is basically in Bihar. Okay, in Bhagalpur district. You know that these dolphins are basically freshwater species. Since they are freshwater species, they are found in certain areas where we have freshwater rivers. Okay, so basically when we are talking about the expanse of these dolphins, you can say they are found in India, Nepal and Bhutan. Okay, so these are not only found in India, they are also found in Nepal and Bhutan. Other than that, when we are talking about India, they are found in nearly 7 states. Okay, so one you can see UP, second is Bihar, third is Jharkhand, then you can say West Bengal, then we have Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Assam. Okay, so these are the states where this dolphin is found. So here you can see UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal. This is the belt of Ganga. Okay, so you can say that because of the Ganga river they are found here. Rajasthan, MP, you can say that this is because of the Chambal river over there. Okay, and in Assam also in Brahmaputra's patches it is also found there. Okay, when we are talking about this dolphin have a special feature, that is echolocation. Dolphins are blind. Okay, so basically for their traveling or you can say for moving from one place to another place and for the navigation etc., they use ultrasonic waves. Okay, you must have heard that bats are also using this. Okay, so similarly these dolphins are also blind and they use this ultrasonic rays or waves, you can say that, for their navigation, and because of which they make a special kind of sound. Okay, so that is why they are also called susu dolphins. Okay, so these are some facts for them. Other than that, we have discussed in the question itself, it is endangered species. Okay, coming to the, okay, here it is given Ganges river dolphin. It is a national aquatic animal of India. So that is an important fact for you. Other than that, they are found in fresh waters and deep waters, okay, and they emit ultrasonic sound, and that is why you can say that this is basically your eco location. They made this call, they make this sound, and because of which they are also called susu, because of the sound they make, okay. Other than that, when we are talking about the IUCN status, that is in endangered, and site status, that is, it is in the appendix 1, okay, and it is you can say protected under schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. And there are certain threats that is related to the habitat destruction, pollution, bycatch, climate change, etc. So these are some factors, or you can say facts, which are important for you related to your Gangetic river dolphins, okay. Now coming to the question again. So the research center, National Dolphin Research Center, has been inaugurated in Bihar. Option A would be your right answer. Now question number 5. Consider the following statement about status of leopards in India, report 2022. Okay, so this report 2022 has been made public in 2024 recently. So don't get confused. So this is a report which was on the basis of the census, which was conducted in 2022. Okay, Indian leopard. This is the scientific name. You can pronounce it yourself. Indian leopards are distributed across India, Nepal, Bhutan, and parts of Pakistan. So we will see. And Central India and Eastern Ghats landscape has the highest population of leopards, followed by the Western Ghats. When we are talking about these leopards, okay, so their expanse is all over India. Okay, these are not found in one particular place, but all over India. Okay, so recently, because of this particular survey, they are been in news. So here you can see there are certain landscape in which they are found. Okay, one of the landscape is Central India plus Eastern Ghats. Okay, so this particular landscape has the highest number. Okay, alone MP has the nearly more than, you can say, 3500 leopards over here. Okay, alone Madhya Pradesh. So along with the Central India plus Eastern Ghats, they has the highest number in that particular landscape, followed by the Western Ghats. Okay, now here you can see, as I told you, Central India, there are nearly 8820 leopards found. In Madhya Pradesh, if we see, there are 3900, sorry, not 35, 3907. Okay, so here you can say MP has the largest number of leopards. So that fact becomes important. When we are talking about the landscape, you can see the Central India has the largest, and if we include Central India with the Eastern Ghats, that obviously that is the largest. And then when we are talking about the Western Ghats has nearly 3596. Okay, so nearly you can say 3600 leopards over there. Okay, so you don't have to remember all these data, just remember that combined or you can say that Central India has the highest number of leopards, combining with the Eastern Ghats, and Western Ghats are followed by them. And then when we are talking about the states, Madhya Pradesh has the highest one. Okay, now here Uttarakhand reported 22% decline in the big cat number. So that is a fact you can remember, that Uttarakhand has seen a decline, whereas overall India has seen an increase in the number. Okay, and because of the poaching and man-animal conflict over there, Arunachal Pradesh and Assam and West Bengal saw a collective 150% rise to 349 animals. So basically, just remember that this Uttarakhand fact. Another fact you remember is that Madhya Pradesh has the highest number, and the Central India and the Eastern Ghats has the highest number. Okay, now coming to the question again. Indian leopards are distributed across India, Nepal, Bhutan, and parts of Pakistan. So this statement is true. Okay, now Central India and the Eastern Ghats landscape has the highest population of the leopards, followed by the Western Ghats. So this statement is also correct. So both 1 and 2 would be your answer. Okay, now coming to the question number 6. In the context of Kuno National Park, consider the following statements. Statements are: it is only national park in India that is home to cheetah. Okay, so that is one thing. Second, this sanctuary derives its name from the meandering Kuno river that graces the region. Okay, so you have to choose the not correct statements. Okay, now if you see here word only, there are high chances you will see that this only should not be there. Okay, it is kind of exaggeration, or you can say extreme word. But again, I would like to tell you that cheetahs were extinct in India, and now they were reintroduced from African continent, and that is why they are only found in Kuno. Okay, there were 3 sites which we saw that there was a potential where we can put these cheetahs, but again finally Kuno was selected out of them and they were sent to Kuno National Park. So there are nearly 20 cheetahs right now and they are all in Kuno National Park. So this statement is correct. Okay. Now about this Kuno river, so let's see. Here Kuno is in Madhya Pradesh. Here you can see this is MP, and in the northern side we have Kuno National Park. Afterwards, when we are looking at the river, here you can see this is Yamuna river and there is this tributary. Okay, and this is a meandering river. Meandering river means that the course of this river is quite curvy. Okay, so this Kuno river is a tributary of Yamuna, and on the vicinity of this Kuno river we have Kuno National Park. Okay, so this is the area of Kuno National Park. Okay, so here the homes for cheetahs in India. So we had 3 potential sites, that is Shahagarh in Rajasthan, second was Kuno Palpur, and third was Noradehi in Madhya Pradesh. And after scrutiny and after all the factors considered, we have gone for the Kuno Palpur, wherein we have introduced 20 cheetahs from African continent. Okay. Now coming to the question, it is only national park in India that has that is home to cheetahs. So this statement is correct. The sanctuary derives its name from the meandering Kuno river that graces the region. So this statement is also correct. They are asking you not correct statements. So D would be a right answer. That is neither 1 or 2. Okay. Now coming to the question number 7. Which pair of the following peaks with their corresponding hills are correct? Okay. So there are 4 hills and their pair is given. So Guru Shikhar, Aravali, Doda Beta, Nilgiri, Annamudi, Annamalai, Dhupgarh, Satpura. Okay. So you have to select the correct answer giving the considering the codes given in the options. Okay. So let's see, when we are talking about the Guru Shikhar, it is in Rajasthan. Okay, on the Aravalis. Doda Beta, it is in Nilgiri. Okay, so Nilgiri has the expanse in 3 states, that is Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala. And this is the point of convergence of Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats. Now Annamudi in Annamalai, mostly by the name you can guess, and then Dhupgarh, it is in Satpura. Okay, so now let's see the location of these particular places. So here we have Aravalli range and the highest peak is Guru Shikhar over there. Then when we are talking about these Satpura range, so the high point here Dhupgarh is the point in the Satpura river, Satpura range. Okay, so don't confuse that from here Vindhya range started, so it can be in the Vindhya range, but it is in the Satpura range. Okay, afterwards next is Doda Beta. So as I told you, Doda Beta is in the Nilgiris, and then when we are talking about this Annamudi is in the Annamalai hills. Okay, and in the southernmost point, or you can say in the southernmost mountain range, hill range is Cardamom Hill. Okay, so considering the pairs, you can say that all of the above are correct. Option D would be your right answer. Okay, now consider the last question, question number 8. Consider the following statement regarding the Spiti Valley. Okay, statement 1 is, it is a cold mountain desert valley located in the northeastern part of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, that is one statement. Pin Valley, which lies on the either side of Pin River, is located in the Himachal Pradesh. Okay, and this valley is surrounded by the Kinnaur and Kulu districts. Okay, so let's see how many of the statements are correct. Okay, coming to the maps here. So when we are talking about this Spiti, okay, so when we are talking about the Spiti Valley, you can say that it is the coldest mountain desert, that is correct. Okay, but it is not in the northeast part of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, because it is in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, so that statement becomes incorrect. Okay, now Pin Valley, which lies on either side of the Pin River, that is located in the Himachal Pradesh. Here you can see. So this is basically the Pin River, and this valley is located on the either side of the river. Okay, so this is Pin Valley. Obviously, river flow will be inside a valley. Okay, so that is why this Pin Valley is there. Okay, now the third statement is, this valley is surrounded by the Kinnaur and Kulu district. Here you can see there is this Kinnaur district and there is this Kulu district. So that statement is also correct. Okay, and this is your Spiti, Lahore Spiti. You must have heard the name. So of statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2 is correct. Statement 3 is correct. So only 2 would be your answer. Option B would be your right answer. Now let's see a practice question for you, which you have to attempt and answer in the comment box. Okay, consider the following statement with reference to the India-Nepal relations. Okay, Statement 1 is Nepal shares a boundary with 5 Indian states, which is 1850 kilometers. It is spread across India, which includes Assam, West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. Statement 2 is the amended transit treaty allows Nepal to trade with other countries through access to India's inland waterways, including ports such as Haldia, Kolkata, Paradip, and Visakhapatnam. Which of the above statements are correct? So you have to choose the correct statement. So consider the statements, choose the correct statements, mark the answer, and reply in the comment box. With that, I would like to take your leave. If you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel. I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.